he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here's Connor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards. yards on the third down conversion.
41-yard line.
Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jarnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Check 26, check 26. 19, 18. 19 tight.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And all the way down to the 39. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert going deep this time for Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to number 27. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
The kick is good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. 34 the mic. 34 the mic. Hey, Corey, 34, right? 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Hurt. Let's go. 60 Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
That's trash. That's trash. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
47's the mic. 47.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For number 86, incomplete. He was covered.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Buccaneers.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
From the gun, Herbert. Catch made by Slayton.
Herbert.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
James Conner.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position needs to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Malone Nichols, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Again, the ball carrier.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on out here. Come get
They snap it to Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. That is Komet, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around them
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Let's go one more. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Going up top. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. This is Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Again, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
The give is to Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. A give to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately